Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Race High Smokehouse and Grill. Today we are going to be smoking a couple of full chickens, spatchcocked, and we're going to be finishing it with some Alabama white sauce. Stay tuned and check it out. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Like I said in the intro, we are going to go ahead and split a couple of chickens here. Smoke them on the Weber Smokey Mountain. We're using B&B lump charcoal with some oak chunks. I'm going to season it with salt, pepper, garlic. I want to really let the Alabama white sauce shine on this, which I'm going to make once we get these on the smoker. So let's go ahead and spatchcock these birds. Okay, to spatchcock the bird, you got to take the spine out of the bird. So what I'm going to use is I have some poultry shears. I'm going to cut along the spine here, and then once that's done, cut along the other side, pull the spine out, and then we'll be able to open it up so we could lay it flat on the smoker and allow it to cook a little more evenly. So first thing I'm going to do a little trimming. I'm going to cut the tail off here. Then I'm going to go up the one side of the spine. You know, some birds are a little different, some are a little easier, some are a little more tough. This one's pretty good here. So let me go ahead and turn this around, get this second side off. And just like that, it is spatchcock. You want to go ahead and push it down, flatten it out so you get a nice even cook on the smoker once it's on there. So I'll go ahead and give you an overview of an aerial view of doing the second one here so you can see. Here's bird number 2, you got the little tail. Probably don't need to clip it off this way, but I always go that way first. And you could feel kind of where the spine is. Like I said, just cut right up along it. Give it a good trim. Have to get through them. That's why a nice sharp pair of shears is good. You could also use a knife, but I find this way is easier. All right. Give it a little press down to get that nice and opened up. Nice and flat. You got your pretty little chicken getting ready to get cooked. So we'll go ahead and season these up with salt and pepper and get them ready for the grill. Okay, so I'm going to start with the inside. If you notice, there are some black specks on here. I did brine this chicken overnight with a mixture of kosher salt and black pepper, and that was it. Just trying to impart some more moisture to it. So some of these little specks are just the residual pepper. So like I said, I'm just using salt, kosher salt, coarse black pepper, and some garlic powder as my seasoning. We're going to go ahead and give this a nice rub here. Nice seasoning. Little pat in there. Flip her over. Now for this side, I'm actually going to pat it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to give it a light coat of some vegetable oil to help with crisping up the skin a little bit. Just get that all over nice, and then we'll go ahead and just using that as the binder here. Again, this will help the seasoning stick, and it should give it a nice color when cooking, and hopefully make the skin a little crispy. All right, that's our bird. I'll go ahead and season this up a little here. See that? All right, there's our bird. I'm going to go ahead and get the second one done as well. And then we're going to go ahead and get the fire started and get these on the pit. Alrighty, we got the fire going. I added a few chunks of oak to get a little bit more of a smoky flavor in there. I'm currently using the B&B lump charcoal. This is the first time I'm using it, so acting like a little bit of a review also. So we're going to get the Smoky Mountain put together here. I am using a water pan filled with water. We're going to go ahead, get that on, let it get up to temp. We'll put the chickens on, and once the chickens are on, we're going to go ahead and make the Alabama white sauce. Okay, we got a good smoke rolling here. Going to go ahead and throw these birds on. Going to try to keep a temperature of about 250 to 275, even up to 300 will be good. Help get that skin nice and crispy, so we'll go ahead and throw them on right now. Tuck these under. Yep, there we go. And we're going to close her up. And, first I'm going to put the temp probe. I'm going to put it in here in the thigh. The dark meat usually takes a little bit longer, so we'll come check on that. Make sure it's not touching a bone, because the bones heat up quicker. So I got it in the thigh. We're going to watch it on the Bluetooth monitor here, and we'll come back in a little bit. About halfway, I'm going to cook to about 165, so about halfway through, I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to throw a little more seasoning on the inside. So we'll come back for that. Okay, time to make up our sauce. So what I'm going to do, I scoured the internet for tons and tons of recipes. This is obviously my first time making it, that's why we're trying it. This is the recipe that I think works best for me right now, and we're going to give it a try and see, maybe tweak it in the future. But I'm going to start with 2 cups of mayo, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, a couple teaspoons of horseradish, prepared horseradish. In this cup I have 2 teaspoons of coarse black pepper, a teaspoon of kosher salt, and a half a teaspoon of cayenne for a little extra kick. And finally, I have a couple teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. I squeezed out the lemon here. If you don't have lemons near you, you could use the stuff that comes in the jar pre-made for you, but luckily we had some lemons. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a whisk it up, get it nice and blended together. See what we're working with here. Alright, it looks like we're nice and whisked up here. Looks about right. You can see the nice pepper flakes in there floating around. I'm going to grab a spoon here, give it a little taste, see if we need to add anything else to it. Okay, got the spoon. Just give it a little dip. It is going to be runny, which is the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to dip the chicken in it whole, like they do down at Big Bob Gibson's down in Alabama. I'm just going to drizzle it over it so we could save the sauce. But let's give it a taste here, see what it's all about. Oh man, that is delicious. I love the apple cider vinegar. I'm not a big white vinegar fan, so using the apple cider vinegar, it is pretty tart. It's delicious. I can't wait to taste this on the chicken. So we're going to go ahead and check the chicken. It may be time to flip it over. Let this sit in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then we'll come on back. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open it, see what we're temping inside the thigh and the breast. Oh man, those are looking good. All right, get the temp here. 120s, 130s. Might have to just rotate it a little bit. 126, 131. Yep, breasts are coming along a little slower. 115, 118, 124. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip these over for the rest of the cook, and we're going to season the inside one more time. Get these breasts to cook a little bit more. Yeah, that's looking good stuff here. Looking good in the hood tonight. All right. Giving another quick dusting of the SPG on the inside. Go ahead and get this back in for the temp probe, and now we're just waiting. Wait until it hits about 165 internal at all places. Some of it's going to be a little higher, some of it's going to be a little, well, it's not going to be lower, but 165 at least in the breast and thighs. So, all right, we'll be back when they're done. Okay, I just probed these, and we're about the 165, 170 mark throughout the birds. So we're going to go ahead and take these off and let them rest for about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes before we tear into them. So we will be back when we're about to cut them open. Okay, the birds are all done being rested. Kind of pulled the skin off when I was taking it off the grill, but it looks delicious. Can't wait to get into here. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna drench it here and then let it set up a little bit. Okay, gonna let that set up a little bit, then I'm gonna taste it. All right, this looks awesome. Let's get into it. Oh man, look how tender that is. Literally just comes right apart. I like the thighs, so that's what I'm gonna get into. What are we playing with here? Oh, that is awesome. Oh yeah. I'm a big vinegar sauce guy. So the vinegar base in here, well, it's mayo based, but that vinegar in here really is tangy in it. The pepper. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Chicken's cooked perfectly, by the way, also. Weber Smokey Mountain, B&B lump charcoal, and some oak wood. Home run. Oh yeah, we're gonna be eating good tonight. So everybody, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please shoot me a message. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscription. You could also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at these links below. And I hope to hear from you soon. See you later with the next episode. Later.